Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Dalek Supreme. I hate Orphan 55. I can swear you this. No episode of Doctor Who has made me more angry than this one. Some episodes I like were quite good, but this I can't really agree with this episode. It was bad. It was really bad. Why did Ed Heim have to create such a shit episode? Oh, I know why. Chibnall. Apparently, Chibnall's decided that since he made 2 good episodes, he should throw a pile of shit at the 3rd one just to make the fans angry. Well, good job, Chibnall. You did. Oh yeah, spoiler alert, you probably wonder why Orphan 55 is called Orphan 55. Well, guess what? Orphan 55 is Earth! Yay! It's Earth. Yeah. Do you want to know why it's Earth? Well, apparently, Chibnall's decided that the Doctor should stop global warming. And see where I'm going here. Apparently, Chibnall has decided that the Doctor should fight global warming, and the way to do that is basically turn Earth into Orphan 55! Yay! When I found out it was Earth, I was like, oh no. No way are they gonna throw the wokeness card at me again! And guess what? They did. Alright, let's get this shit over with, shall we? Orphan 55. Okay, so the episode begins with Ryan, Graham and Yasma Doctor clearing the TARDIS after a recent monster attack. Why didn't they make that an episode instead of this shit? That's my question. Then Graham finds this box which teleports them to Tranquility Spa, as it is named on the blurb, and meets this person who is similar to someone from Spaceballs. Do you remember Barth from Spaceballs? This weird creature that I see here looks very similar to Barth from Spaceballs. Oh god. Then after that, the team go their separate ways and we cut to security. Apparently, they find out that a monster has been terrorizing this tranquil spa. And then we cut to one of the worst characters in Doctor Who history. This crazy lady who just says, Benny, 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 Benny! As you can probably see, I hate that character so much. So apparently Yaz meets Crazy Lady. I'm just gonna call her Crazy Lady because apparently she's only in here for money, and obviously you can tell I don't care what happened. I don't really care what happens in this scene because Bunny is trying to propose to a Crazy Lady, and basically that's the scene. We cut to Ryan getting eaten by getting attacked by a worm, for that matter. Then the doctor tells Ryan to suck your thumb, and it'll make you feel better. And that's the scene. What? Seriously? So you're telling me the doctor goes all, ooh, don't worry, just kiss it better and everything will be fine. So yeah. And then we see Ryan suck his thumb like a goddamn 6-year-old. Then security guy hunts for the monster. Ryan, well, not Ryan, what am I talking? Why do I keep getting them mixed up? Graham drinks some coffee or something. Then we cut to Ryan and another girl who's also been bitten by this weird slug thing, and they're both sucking their thumbs like they're blimmin' 2-year-olds or something. In fact, I feel like the whole blimmin' episode was written by a child at time. Then we cut to the doctor meeting Bath. Yeah, Bath. Apparently the doctor tells Bath that she needs to enter the security and speak to one of the security guys, but apparently she makes up a story of the doctor, and then they enter, and that's the scene. They speak to security guy, security girl, and meanwhile security guy gets interacts with a monster, and that's the scene. Then we get some close-up shots of a monster, which I don't know how this is scary, but they managed to do it anyway. Then we cut to James Buckley. Then we cut to James Buckley, who apparently thinks that all of that monster rubbish is just a load of baloney. Oh yeah, but yeah, James Buckley's in this. You forget, yeah, because of the James Buckley is the one with the son, and they both had green hair. You probably wonder why they had green hair. For wokeness reasons. Oh, and also to represent the trees. Not that I'm against it, it's just I hate having it shoved down my goddamn throat every time. It's like the entire episode is based on don't destroy the planet because of global warming and factories and God, this is such a hard review to do. We cut to Ryan and weird chick hiding in a sauna, and they discuss their personal issues to each other. So in this episode, it seems that Ryan has a love interest for the entire episode, but apparently the whole love fest is cut short because the Doctor is trying to basically hack into the computer data files and let everybody in. Then we cut to everybody meeting each other, and when we find out that Benny, the one crazy old lady keeps talking about, gets eaten by one of the monsters, and that's the scene. Then we cut to everybody inside, and Yaz notices Ryan is gone. Then we get some more shots of a monster trying to look for Ryan and the weird chick, but apparently the Doctor used the force field thing to kill the monster who was hunting for Ryan and the weird chick. Then we cut to Graham finding out that Ryan is alive because he was worried that his son might have died from that weird explosion thing. Then we cut to weird security guard lady telling the Doctor that the monster, who's also known as the Dreg, broke into the force field. At least I was able to know the monster this time. And we get another pointless scene where the crazy lady keeps talking about where's Benny. And of course, and then Graham bumps his head. Really? And then we cut to security girl showing everybody the oxygen tanks. And then they escape on what looks like the support truck from Aliens. You know which one I mean, yeah. Apparently, we find out that, you probably know this, but Orphan 55 is a planet, and of course it's Earth, but we already know that, yes. Then we get an awesome lecture from a doctor about global warming and oxygen. Then we cut to Ryan and Weird Chick talking. Apparently Weird Chick's mum died. And apparently Ryan's mum died. Which for some reason makes them a lot in common. Yeah. That was super woke. Then we find out the truck has been attacked by the monsters because there was a rock wedged in its way. Then while that's happening, the doctor tells them that they all need to go outside with the monsters still out there. Are these idiots or what? What is up with the writing? Even the writing in series 11 wasn't this bad. And apparently, the monsters try and attack them and basically hide. Then of course, Crazy Lady, being Crazy Lady, here's Benny's voice. But apparently it's still the monsters. Someone kill already. Then of course, Barth gets eaten. And then we get to see the best CGI in the world. Let me repeat that. The best CGI in the world. And then they hide in a cave where Weird Chick turns all psycho and kidnaps Ryan, where they somehow return back to a hotel. Because apparently Weird Chick wants to blow up this place. Because apparently Soldier person is Weird Chick's mum. But you know what, I'm just gonna call her security guard girl because, to be honest, I don't care about this episode. Then they venture further into the catacomb, but for some reason the doctor is out of oxygen. Then Monster turns up, and apparently the doctor does some psychic link and finds out that the reason Earth is like this is because of global warming. Yay. Fuck! Why? Then the doctor is strangled by Monster, and that's a scene. Then woman shoots Monster, security girl shoots Monster, and that's a scene. Then they escape, then the doctor tells Yaz that it's all to do with global warming, and that's a scene. The monsters attack, and that's a scene. Then they figure out that the worm creature that bit Ryan is able to teleport them back to wherever they came from. I think by this rate, most of the actors in this were like, oh god, I'm done, I'm out of here, we want out of this show. Yeah, because to be honest, none of them, literally none of them would want to be in here right now, because it was just so shit. Then the doctor and Weird Chick trap the monster in a cage, and that's the scene. That's a prayer for fear in this scene. Then we get a huge explosion, and problem is they only destroyed like one monster in this. Then they all pull away, and the doctor gives an interesting speech about how our future depends on stopping global warming, and that's how the movie ends. That's how the episode ends. The doctor shows an interesting speech, and the episode ends. This episode leaves me with two questions, like, why was this episode made, or how was this episode made, or why would anybody agree to be in this episode, or why would anybody make this episode? This isn't an episode. I don't know what it is, but it's not an episode. I think I have a theory for the reason behind this piece of shit. Chibnall wants to bash us over the head with trees, saying that we should protect trees, we should protect global warming or the earth will die, blah 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 blah. Yeah. We know this stuff, Chibnall. Why are you telling this to stuff we already know? But for all time's sake, no matter how bad this shit episode was, there were some good bits. The camera was on, some characters were in, the Doctor was her usual dramatic self. Alright, yeah, indeed. Now get ready for the most egregious shit in the world. Firstly, the wokeness garbage that was presented in this episode. Every shot was like mentioning stuff about trees and that. In fact, there was a goddamn implication of that when we saw Jay's hair. The monsters were quite interesting, I must say. Yes, quite scary. None of the characters, and I mean literally none of the characters, had anything to do. There was no plot, no story. All the episode was a big, gigantic advertisement for WWF, and not for World Wrestling Federation. I mean, the Wildlife Rescue Federation Foundation. Yeah. What a pile of shite. For time's sake, I would give this episode a 1.5 out of 10. Fuck you, Chibnall. That's all I have to say. Anyway, people of Earth, I hope you enjoyed this piece of shit episode. If you did enjoy hating it, please like and subscribe. I can see why it has 5% audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Goodbye.
Thanks for the enjoyable video. Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the official Dalek Supreme YouTube channel, or you will be exterminated!